Hey there, welcome back. We're going to be doing top products in my makeup collection. If you're excited, then keep on watching. So I've seen this sort of floating around as like your top 3, your top 2, your like all-time favorite products in like each makeup category in your collection, and I thought it'd be fun to kind of share some of that with y'all because some of these products I don't think I really show on the channel or have ever talked about, but they have been in my collection. I mean, well, they've been in my collection for years. Not because I've repurchased them, but because I do like them. And my mindset back then was, save them for a special occasion. Don't use them up. They're too good to use up. But I should actually sit there and enjoy them. So enough rambling, I'm going to start off in the order that I tend to do my makeup. Now, I didn't include eye primer and eyeshadow. And I believe there's another category in here I didn't include. Starting off with the first product being primer. Now, this is a category that I still have not found a favorite in. I know the type that I like, but there's not a primer. Well, there is, but there isn't. So I have dry skin, and I like to have a very dewy, healthy, glowy sort of look to my makeup overall. I don't want to look cakey, I don't want to look heavy, I don't want to look super dry. I want to just kind of look natural and put together. So I pulled out this one. This is from my Shop My Stash for May. It's the Essence Prime Plus Studio. It's a hydrating primer. This one has coconut water and hyaluronic acid. And now, this is not to say this specific one is my all-time favorite. I recently just finished a primer that used to be a favorite of mine, and while it's still a really good, reliable, decent primer, I feel like the cost of it doesn't justify me buying it again, and I do have plenty of other primers to go through, and there's also just on the market lately that kind of has resurfaced, that type of primer has kind of resurfaced just in other forms, so I don't really feel like I need to go out and buy anything yet. The general consensus of a hydrating primer. I like to feel my makeup, or not my makeup, I like to have my skin feel very hydrated and moisturized, and it's like it took a drink of water. What am I trying to say? So on the scope of primers itself, there's no favorite, but the type of it, I do prefer hydrating and or sort of like a sticky, hydrating, glowy sort of primer. For foundations, this is the category that got a little bit out of hand in terms of how many I have and in terms of how many are my favorites, because I technically don't need all of these because they do all about the same thing, but all of these are just my absolute favorites because every single time I wear them, every single time I apply my makeup and I use these and I use other products on top of them, it just all blends and it all just meshes so well together that I'm like, I can't get over just how good I look, like how good I feel. And to me, that really speaks out for a foundation. If my skin looks really good, if it can hold it very well, if it lasts through heat and humidity and eating and things like that, I am all for it. So these are all from Shop Miss A, which if you're not familiar is a $1 makeup online store. The one that I tried that immediately became a favorite is this one, the Perfect BB Cream. Now I'm not too sure if this is still around because the last time I checked, which was months ago, they were always sold out. This is a BB cream. It's supposed to be skin perfecting and color correcting. I have the shade Light and it is perfect match for me. You do not see any sort of difference. Like, I don't know if you can tell now, but the foundation I'm currently trying to use up is a lot darker than my face to my neck, and so there's a noticeable difference there. This one you do not notice at all. This one looks healthy, it looks fresh, it looks dewy, it looks so freaking good, just like that natural healthy glow to your face. And this one lasts for so long. This one blends so easily. I do prefer to use this with a brush rather than a sponge because I feel like with lighter coverage foundations they're going to soak up a lot more on the sponge and you're going to have to keep using a lot. The other two that are very, very similar to that one and pretty much offer the same sort of thing, same sort of effect. They look very good, they blend easy. I don't have any problems with them. It's also from AOA Studio line. This is the Dewy Blend foundation, and this one I'm in the shade M1, but this one offers the same thing like I said before. This one as well, the Luminous Skin and Veil BB Cream, another fantastic foundation. So these all three are pretty much the same thing, just different bottles, different names, different packaging, but I love all single three of these. And the last foundation in this category is another one that is sort of similar, but it is just a teensy bit different and it's still amazing. This is part of their Vitaglow. I think the shares are with vitamin C. This one is still a very light coverage. This one is not immediately dewy or give that like healthy glow to the face. This one you will have to add a sort of like luminizer, Hollywood Flawless filter sort of thing to get that more glow to your skin. But this one dries down to like a powder finish. It just like sits on its own, so you can apply cream products, you can apply powder products and have no issues. Like, that is the one thing that impressed me the most about this, and it is one of my favorite foundations. Obviously it is in here for that reason, but it's amazing how this one can still be able to apply powder and cream and it doesn't break away, it doesn't pick up the foundation, like it does not give you any troubles, and it lasts all day. I do have the shade Light. Next up is concealer, and this one I pulled out its partner. It's different variation from it. I don't know what you'd call it, but the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, this is their satin finish, are supposed to be the hydrating one because they do have the original Camo Concealer. Now, I believe I'd finished the original Camo Concealer a couple of years ago. That is the one I actually prefer over this one. I know that the complaints for the original, many people said that it was very drying, it was very tight underneath the eyes, it looked kind of cakey. And for me personally, I didn't really experience any of that. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, but in my experience, it didn't happen to me. And for that reason, I don't know, I loved it. It just blended so easily, it looked nicely underneath my eyes. I don't set my face usually. There's some rare times that I do, but every other time that I didn't set it, it looked fine. But the original of this one is by far superior to the this satin hydrating one. And that one also, I say this every single time I talk about it, I unintentionally tried the 16-hour one for 16 hours. I had worn it, like, I'd done my makeup at 8 o'clock at night, and then I didn't get home until like 1 o'clock that night, and I had my makeup on all that time, and I had that concealer, did not budge, did not move. It was perfect. It just looked so good. So I do prefer that one over this one. I just had to pull this one out just to kind of show something, because I couldn't just sit here and talk to you and not like, look at this product type thing, you know. Next up is a product that I have not used probably in the past like 3, maybe almost 4 years, is powder or setting powder. I do not set my face anymore. I used to when I first started doing makeup, just because everyone said you have to set your makeup or else it won't last and blah blah blah. I decided, you know, one day I am not going to powder my face. I am just going to put on the makeup, go about my day, and ever since then I've been hooked. There is one specific powder that I had bought many times over that did not disappoint me, that held my makeup, that set it, and it just looked so beautiful. And it is the Coty Airspun. Now, I know the many complaints of this one is the fragrance on it. It is a very heavily fragranced powder. You open it, you're suddenly wafted and like thrown like flour on your face feeling because of how powdery this is. A lot of cakeup comes from this, and then that fragrance just really does hit you intensely. They have this version, this is called the translucent extra coverage, and then they have just like the translucent. I prefer the translucent extra coverage. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know what sorcery is different from this one to the just regular kind, but this one holds so much more better, and it looks 1,000 times better. This one makes your skin just look soft and smooth, and it doesn't look cakey, it doesn't look heavy, and it holds your makeup in place. Next up for bronzer, I have 2 recommendations, one being like a cream and then the other being powder, because yes, I am a cream and liquid girly through and through now. I will probably not go back to powders. You can probably not convert me, but will I use them? Absolutely. First one is from Shop Miss A. Again, this is their A-Way Studio Venetian Romance Creamy Bronzers. These are in like the little pot sort of types. I have the shade called Venice, and this one very much is a bronzer shade. It's a very warm tone. It's not orangey. I want to say it's more on the neutral side, a little more neutral leaning, but this one I know it's kind of small, so finding that perfect brush is a little difficult, but if you can try this, get your hands on this. If you want a new bronzer, if you want to try cream bronzer, this one, phenomenal. It blends so easily, it looks so beautiful, it just looks so natural and so healthy on the face. It lasts, it does not budge, it does not pull up any foundations that I have used this on top of. It stays all day long, and it's just absolute, just phenomenal product. Now this is like a sample size, trial size, whatever you want to call it, the Benefit Hoola Bronzer. Now, when I was put onto this, I was like, I understand why everyone loves this, why it's such a coveted product amongst the beauty community and amongst everybody else talking about it who has tried it. This is good for a freaking reason. Now, I cannot really show you too much because the little pan in here is loose, but this is the Hoola Bronzer. It's a very light shade. It's, I guess, kind of neutral, but this is just as phenomenal as this one. Blends easily. It looks so nice. It just blends so seamlessly into the skin. It lasts. It gives you like that nice little soft bronze look to your skin. It's not too dark. It's not muddy. It doesn't have trouble. Any sort of brush that I have used with this has worked effortlessly, like no problems. This lasts all day, and this just is such a beautiful, soft, pigmented, and just absolute perfect bronzer. Next for blush is also another 2-parter, also another on opposite sides of the spectrum in shades and also in types. I have a cream and I also have a powder. The first one I'll talk about is the cream one, and this is the Essence Baby Got Blush, as it's kind of a little dirty, sorry. But this is their little sort of like twist up cap sort of blushes. It's a really cute like bubblegum shade, and this smells exactly like those Hubba Bubba or those like candy stripe gums that we used to have back in the day. Oh my gosh, it smells absolutely divine and delicious. Like, it just makes me want to chew that gum. I have the shade called Tickle Me Pink. Now, I have noticed that I enjoy more pinkies, more orangey tone blushes on me. It looks very girly, it looks very cute, and I feel very cute and like flattering and good with, you know, within myself whenever I wear this. And this one blends easily, effortlessly. I have no problems, and it's just such a good little blush. Now, I don't think that they sell these anymore, but if there's like a pink blush on the market, that is, well, pretty sure there is. It's similar to this. Definitely go and try it. It's little pink blushes, cheeks. They're so cute. For the powder blush, I'm giving it to the CoverGirl Peach Punch Blush. Now, this is very much peach scented, and this is very much an old blush. I want to say that this probably came out like 6-7 years ago now, and I still have it. And it still smells like peach gummy worms. It still smells delicious. I still want to eat the heck out of this, but it's not safe. And please do not follow that. I have a thing for peach blushes. I think that they look the most flattering on me as well, and I think it just compliments me, and it goes really well against some of the bronzer shades that I typically use, because I've tried like just orange, like just straight up orangey blushes, and I don't really like them on myself. And so like a more peachy, like mixed in other colors just tends to look 1,000 times better on me. And this one, while it smells divine and it makes me want to use it and pull it all the time, this actually is a really good one. You just have to be very light-handed with this one because this is a very, as it says, it's a punch. Like it will give you a big, huge wash of color if you not go light-handed with it. But highlighter, I also have two different ones on the funnily enough. They're both from the same brand. So since they're both from Wet n Wild, we'll go with the liquid one. This is their Mega Glow Hello Halo Liquid Highlighter. Now, I originally came into possession of the pink tone one. Now, y'all know me. I am very boring. I am very basic. My highlighters all have to be gold. Now, they don't have to be like the yellow gold or very like fake gold. It's had to be like a light gold or like a champagne gold. It's a very soft, subtle sort of gold, but you can still see it and it just looks natural and it gives you that healthiness to the face. This one is really good and I do like it. It has a really big doe foot applicator and I can just, put a couple dots on my skin and blends out easily and I don't have any fuss. It just looks so natural and by the end of the day, it just looks just so like, delicious. The only thing is this one is not fully gold. This one still has a hint of pink in it, which I don't know if you can see as the light shines on it. There's just a little hint of pink, and I'm trying to get away from that, but this is so good. You don't really notice that too much on the face anyway, so I'm like, I can totally bypass that, get over it. For powder, I have to give it to the OG, this very ancient relic that is still in my collection. This is their Mega Glow highlighting powder, and specifically in the shade Precious Petals. Now, this is brand new because I've been working on the one that I have bought myself years ago, 10 years ago at this point. So I still have others that I want to finish before I get around to opening this one. But I've already had experience of using this one and it is perfect. It is such a good highlighter for a reason. It picks up on a brush very easily. It applies on the face so easily, so smoothly. It has no glitter particles in it. It does not look chunky. It does not look heavy. It looks very natural. It just has that very beautiful, healthy glow that like if you applied a luminizer or like a dewy foundation or like a healthy foundation type thing, shade on this is absolutely perfect. It's not too yellow, it's not too golden, it's not like too deep, it's not too light, it's just like that middle ground, I guess like neutral gold. And this one is just such an OG for a reason. You can also amp it up with setting spray or water or whatever you want to use to really have like that strip of highlighter of looking like aliens from space can see you type thing. If that is still what you're interested in, you can definitely still achieve that from this one. The last two categories in here I will still talk about is being brows, this next one. And I also have two that are very similar to each other that pretty much does the same thing, and it's just kind of a preference. Do you want to brush with it? Do you not want to brush with it? Both also from Shop Missy, because y'all, Shop Missy has some of the best makeup, in my opinion, that I could ever find and that I have used. That is like my #1 brand. I will shout them from the rooftops time and time again because I absolutely love their makeup. This one is the Sculpting Brow Pencil. It is still new in package. I'm working on some other ones, so I'm not going to open it yet, but this one is a more thicker type of brow product. It has the triangle sort of like shape to it, and I tend to really like those more chubbier sort of, I was gonna say eyeshadow, eyebrow stick, because, I don't know, I feel like I just want to spend like 2 seconds doing my brows. I don't really want to sit there, carve it out, I don't want to like fluff it up, I don't want to do this, I want to like comb my brows, fill it in, call it a day. And this does that in like a couple of seconds at best. The one that is very much similar to it is their Easy Brow Styler, I believe, or both, yes, so this one's medium brown and this one should be medium brown. I don't remember if there's like a huge shade difference between the two, but this one I can show you because it is open and I have been using it. But as you can see, this is a very chubby, sort of triangular tipped sort of eyebrow brush and that, or brush product, and that's what I really enjoy and typically go for. Now, when I said if you want to brush or not, because this one comes with a sort of like fine tooth comb sort of brush product. It's very soft bristles. They're not too flimsy, but they're very easy to like work with and use. And this is to like brush through your brows and, disperse the product amongst your brows in a more evenly fashion. So if you kind of got a little too much here, you can, kind of take some off and spread it through the rest of your brows. Or you have the typical spoolie type brush, which we're all familiar with, which I believe comes in this one. So that's what I mean by if you want to brush or not, just because this one I classify as a brush, and the spoolie is not really a brush, it's just spoolie. And the last product. Now, lipstick is also a huge preference. So many formulas out there. There's so many different, well, not so many, but there's several different shades out there. There's one particular formula for me that is like, this one is just chef's kiss. It has pigment and it also helps your lips. And it's a very convenient little packaging. It just checks every single little box that I can think of. It's not a matte lipstick. It's more like a balm, chapsticky sort of product, which comes from e.l.f. It's their Hydrating Core Lip Shade. The reason that I mention this one and I praise highly about this one is because if I need a lipstick on the go, I just need a little bit of color, I don't really want to fuss with combining multiple different lipsticks, lip products, and layer them on my lips. I just want a one and done, one and go type of product. I always kind of resort to this one. It is in the shade called Happy, and this is my favorite shade. Now it's the only shade, but it is my favorite shade. And it does have a sort of like jelly insert, or like middle part of it, so where that's the hydrating part comes from. And then it gives you a little bit of shine, it gives you like that balmy feeling, it provides a little bit of color. It's not huge opaque, like you can build it up, you can kind of just lightly apply it. It does not last, it will transfer when eating and drinking. But if you just need something that's like a no-brainer, no fuss, quick thinking, you're like, I can rely on this one, I know it'll work, I know that if I put it on, it looks like I'm wearing something, I don't phenomenal product, and I cannot praise it enough either. And that is everything in my makeup collection that are my top products in each category. Let me know what you would classify as your top products in each of these categories and down in the comments below. I would love to chit chat with you there, and as always, have an awesome rest of your day and or week. I will see you in my next one. Bye bye, guys.